Alright, let's get this last one going here. Inside. Yes, sir. Let's check it out. Facebook, live. YouTube, live. Instagram, live. Sweet. Triple camera angle. First time giving this a shot. Welcome, everybody. Alan Dean, Tourmaline Kings, Ring a Day Challenge. Day number 10. And tonight we're going to do it kind of like a tutorial again, since I'm live on 3 platforms at the same time. 3 different angles. Should be kind of cool. So, here we go. First off, I got 6 pieces of 20 gauge square, 6 inches long each. I measured in just over 2 inches on each side. Got about 2 inches in the middle here for the band. And not sure what stone I'm going to use yet, but I have a box, pretty good sized box here, so we'll just wing it and see what happens. So I'm going to do my binding here with some 22 gauge half round, and using the old 2-inch spring clamp here to hold my wires in place. So go ahead and get this band wrapped up pretty quick, hoping that if everything goes as planned, this ring should take about an hour, maybe 45 minutes if I'm able to crush it and get a good rhythm going. So hopefully, let me just kind of make sure that everybody can see everything here.
Shopping online can be a real hassle.
Super sketchy setups here because I don't have any tripods or gorilla pods or anything, but alright, here we go. So just taking this 22 gauge half round, going around and around 6 20 gauge squares, making my band, keeping it simple, nothing crazy on the band, even though I can get crazy. And then coming through with some parallel nylon jaw pliers, just kind of smash everything down. Keep it nice and tight, keep my wires from crisscrossing and scrunching up. Keeps it looking real nice when it's all said and done. So every once in a while, I don't know if you see, like when I do this with my fingernails here, I kind of like am just pulling everything down, tightening it up, making sure there's no spaces, unwanted spaces between my binding wires. Again, it just keeps everything nice and clean, nice and tight. And since tonight's not a commissioned ring, we're just winging it on the size. Kind of whatever size it ends up being is what it ends up being. Which I kind of like that, but at the same time I like this challenge of being able to make a ring the size I want it to. Kind of like an acquired skill. Alright. All right, got the band all done up there. So go ahead and bend it over. Let me just see what I got in the box of goodies here. I think I'm gonna do something like kind of small tonight, like a blue kyanite, or maybe I got a purple tourmaline cab. That's pretty sick. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do that. I got this little like 4.5 millimeter purple tourmaline cab. So let me see. I don't know if you can see that super tiny purple tourmaline cab. Alright, so we're just going to bend this around on the mandrel. And we'll see what she ends up being size-wise. Since I did 6 inches, it's probably going to be kind of small, and so I guess that's kind of what I was going for. Keep it a little daintier ring since it's going to be such a small cab. So just taking the nylon or the parallel pliers here and just bending over a little flat zone at the top. So when I bind my wires together, I got a nice little platform to set the cab on. And it doesn't have to be very big since it's a super small cab. So we're going to do it like right about there. Maybe I'll even scrunch it down a little bit more. So just threading the same binding wire that I used for the band, just keeping it going to tie the two ends together. Just kind of making a little stock ring here, nothing crazy. Keep it simple for the tutorial. Keep it short and sweet, because even a 1 hour video is pretty long. Especially something like this where I don't have somebody focusing in and changing directions and able to really get close views of what's actually going on. But it is what it is, right? Okay, so I just bent the outside 2 wires, and I'm going to use the same binding wire here to go around these 2, and that's going to lock in the size right where we're at right now. So bent these 2 wires out using the binding wire to go around. Be right back. Gonna go change this ad. Alright, we back. So if you ever hear me use the term bandwidth, I'm always just talking about like how many wires wide I make my band. So this one is a 6th bandwidth with 20 gauge square. And I mean, you can really make your bands as skinny or as thick as you want. I really don't like to use less than 4, but depends on what gauge you're using too, you know. One of these nights I'm going to make like, I want to do one with like 10 or 12 24 gauge squares. I think that'll be pretty sick. Super detailed. But I don't know, I also got a lot of prep work to do this week because I'm heading to Indianapolis this weekend to go vend a gem mineral show. And I just got into it last minute, so my first show I was expecting to be in the middle of March, so I would still have about 5 weeks to prep, and now I have 3 days. So it should be fun. The regular nylon jaws here to smooth out my wire. I'm just going to go to the other side and twist this piece up. There's not really enough left, but this is the last of my 22 gauge half round, so now I'm going to have to start getting super creative here the next couple weeks. It's like I've been saying, kind of this whole ring a day challenge thing is, I started doing it to try to get myself out of this comfort zone that I'm in where I basically make rings like I'm making now. But I've made quite a few like different in the 9 days, 10 days so far. Different than normal, trying to still get outside of my comfort zone even though I'm starting them all pretty much the same. Again, just pulling these wires down, compacting it so that there's no spaces in there. Ended up being almost the perfect amount.
You haven't seen the sun in like forever, so you search for a beach vacation. Sunny beaches, sandy beaches, big beaches, small beaches, until you're lost, searching for surfing dogs. But then you find VRBO, and they search millions of homes to
Let's
find
see
your
what
perfect
else
beach
we
house.
want to do here.
Find your own homes, and it's real bigger than your vacation back home.
Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's do a little bit of rose gold. And this one might look kind of good with the purple. Purple and gold. Right? Seems legit. Inside 2 wires now with the gold. This is what's gonna touch the purple. Sorry about the furnace noise in the background. I'll try to talk a little louder so you guys can actually hear what I'm saying. I'm just going to do like a standard kind of gear weave here, where you go around one wire X amount of times, and you go around both wires X amount of time, and you go however many you want. Kind of do your own pattern, switch it up, do different patterns, whatever you want to do. Here, push it down with the nail, go around it again. We'll do this 5 times. Alright, there's the 5th, push it down, keep it nice and tight. Now we'll go around both wires 3 times. 2, 3. Back between. Wire 5 times, and that's actually going to be it for this weave here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pull it down. It's tight. Snip it and flip it. Scrunch it down, make sure it's nice and flat. These guys here too. Alright, bend those down all the way. Alright, here we go. Same thing, try to bang this one out a little quicker. So now we got 2 more wires in the middle to do something with. My wire's pretty gnarly, dirty. I don't use it very often, so I gotta polish it up real quick. Even if my wires are clean, I like to run them through the polishing cloth before I wrap them. It just makes it finishing a lot easier. But when you use half hard, you run it through. Sometimes she likes to slinky up on you. That's what I mean by slinky. It just gets all twisted and whatnot. Frustrating. Alright, so let me show you what I meant there by gear weave. Around one, then around both, around one, then around both. So I think I'm going to do that same weave, just opposite in the silver. absolutely hate like leaving and doing patterns and stuff like that. Dead soft is the way to go. I like half hard for framing, but that's about it. Real quick before I do that, just to show you what's up. Basically, I just held the stone in with my thumb here while I bent the first two wires backward and over. Same thing on this side. So it's going to stay pretty much there for the most part. Pop it out real quick and make some little adjustments here. I don't know if I've ever did a set cap this small before. Nice catch, buddy. Slippery little bugger. He's round. Tiny ass rounds. Having some trouble keeping it in there. Well, just goes to show ya, freaking nobody's perfect. We're gonna go ahead and just get one side set here. flip and tuck. Snip and tuck, whatever. Skirt. the finished product. Alright, go ahead and give it the final shape. Figure out the size. This one's nice and low profile. Sick. Alright, just took it off, flipped it around. A little bit more love taps here. Stretch it out a little bit. Looks like we're going to be sitting at right about a 5.5. Probably get her up to a 6 if I tried. But we'll keep it here for now. I really like that with the rose gold around the purple. Alright. So that's that. Back side. Front side. Back side. Front side. Back side. Alright everybody, thanks for tuning in. If anybody's gonna want this one, I'm gonna be doing it for 50 bucks. So hit me up, comment on the post, send me a message right now, whatever it is. If you want it, it's yours. Maybe just in time for your girl on Valentine's Day. Get it shipped out tomorrow. Have it by Wednesday. Alright. Peace. Let's see where. Let's see, how do we end this YouTube on here? There we go.